went to a teacher from Mayflower Secondary School, Ikene Adenili High School. Ifo came 5th in the Best Administrator Junior School category. In summary, Ogun State won 4 out of the 15 awards nationwide.
We are supporting the Best Teacher Senior Secondary School, Mr. Adebiyi Abiola Temitayo, with a sum of 2 million naira. The Best Teacher Senior Secondary School category, the first runner-up, Mr. Adeko Olaliko Ademola, with a sum of 1.5 million naira.
The overall best winner appreciated the gesture of government and enjoined all teachers to be more committed to duty, as there is always a reward for hard work.
And in its quest to enhance human capacity development and address the dearth of technicians and medical personnel for the upkeep of aircrew and host communities, the Nigerian Air Force has inaugurated its School of Medical Sciences and Aviation Medicine in Kaduna, with a commitment to partnering professional bodies for the smooth running of the institution. Suleiman Abdullahi Rigachikun reports.
To provide adequate medical support for Nigerian Air Force operators.
That testimony by the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Baba Abubakar, informed the conceptualization and establishment of the School of Medical Sciences and Aviation Medicine by the Nigerian Air Force. The tri-college institution, which includes colleges of nursing, medical and dental sciences, as well as allied medical sciences, is deliberately conceived to provide efficient and adequate manpower for the health facilities in the Nigerian Air Force formations.
We believe that the human being is the most important resource, and the human being has to be well to be able to perform the assigned task. So I believe that this school will add value to what we are doing.
Chief of the Air Staff also gave the assurance that the school, like other services of the force, will benefit the civil populace.
So definitely in terms of building capacity, it's not only about the Air Force. Governance is all about the people.
The inauguration marks the completion of the first phase of the school development. In Kaduna, I am Suleiman Abdullahi Rigachikun, NTA News.
In other news, wife of Nigerian President Aisha Buhari has advised Nigerians to embrace cancer advocacy to save lives. This was through her representative Hajja Sani during the 2019 Medicaid Foundation Cancer Walk to sensitize the public on the need for regular checkups for cancer and self-examination. Hawa Gimba was at the walk and now reports.
These people converge to walk away all types of cancer diseases among the people through preventive awareness work.
You can see how huge the crowd is. As everyone is passing by, they must read a shirt or ask what's happening.
Representative of Nigerian First Lady, Senior Special Assistant on Administration, Ajo Sani, enumerated the need for all women and girls to go for regular checkup for early detection.
And one of the main focus is that of promoting the health and well-being of women and children. She's even proposing to set up a state-of-the-art cancer center.
Night Assembly, fighting deadly diseases is going to be a priority, and cancer is one of them.
We need so many more treatment centers. We need more funding allocated, appropriated to the treatments. And then we need to look at having more regional treatment centers. 2019 Walk Away Cancer, put together by Medicaid Foundation, had top government officials, Nollywood actors, and Nigerian musical artists supporting the foundation to create more awareness. Hawagimba, NTA News.
Now, the federal government has commenced aerial spraying of farmlands infested by Kalia birds and other pests in 8 states. Aircraft have been deployed by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture to identify the hideouts of the birds and attack them with chemicals. Musa Baba Aliyu has details.
They are migrating birds, moving in dozens, hungry, with their eyes and mouth open, looking for grain farms to feed on. Quilla birds are what they are called, but to farmers, they are enemies of progress. The birds, by nature, have the ability of bringing down a hectare of rice or any farm in few seconds.
We put all our efforts in the farm, and if allow these birds that comes in millions, they will just destroy us in a day.
With the reported presence of the birds in 6 states bordering Niger Republic, the federal government deployed aircrafts and chemicals to destroy them.
We are finding out the birds are a bit more wider spread. If we operate in the dry season, because of lack of food, they concentrate mostly in certain areas. But even in the wet season as it is now, we still have those concentrations. And it taxes us on how we use our equipment and the method we use to even fly to be able to tackle this menace.
The exercise, which took off from Kano, is to cover all the states in northwest, northeast, and some states in the north central.
Been doing it anytime there is influx of this transborder pests. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture would immediately swing into action and carry out this operation in most of the states, especially Kano, Katsina, Jigawa, Gombe, Bauchi, Sokoto, Kebbi, and Zamfara. These are some of the frontline states where these devastating effects take place.
To this end, farmers have been warned against consuming the birds killed by the chemicals due to its health implications. Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
More assurances from the federal government to the people of the Niger Delta region that the development of the area will not be politicized. Coordinator of the Presidential Amnesty Program, Professor Charles Dokubo, stated this in a meeting with members of the first phase of the Amnesty Program in Calabar, Cross River State. Umo Bas-Edit reports.
The Amnesty Program over the years has helped to improve security and stability within the Niger Delta region. However, the program is not without its challenges, which the federal government constantly seeks to address through dialogue and collaboration with ex-agitators.
We are working together because we have a common project that affects all of us. There is no issue that we cannot resolve if we can meet and discuss those challenges that we face. If there are issues that you cannot or you've not, that is disturbing you, this is a forum for you to talk about.
For ex-agitators and beneficiaries of the Amnesty Program, there is need for a regular interaction with government towards building a better synergy.
It is also up to us as leaders to put head together and then first address the issues.
The peace right now is going on. You have seen different kidnapping from the Niger Delta before, but right now no kidnapping again. So we are now so okay for us, but we won't let the federal government to be empowered, to empower the more youth.
The meeting drew about 100 leaders of ex-agitators in the phase 1 of the Amnesty Program. In Calabar, Umo Bas-Edit, NTA News.
To security matters now, the Nigerian Army has continued its onslaught against terrorists and other criminal elements nationwide. A statement by the Nigerian Army Operations Media Coordinator, Colonel Aminu Ilyasu, says troops have continued to raid their hideouts, including that of bandits and kidnappers. Such operations involved troops of 342 Artillery Regiment, where the hideout of suspected kidnappers in a community in Ohaji Egemba, local governments of Imo State, was raided. Similarly, troops of 1 Division Kaduna have arrested suspected killers of one Alhaji Tanko of Janda village in Jema'a local government area of Kaduna State. In Rijana Forest of Beningwari and Kachia local government areas of Kaduna State, bandits terrorizing areas were neutralized, while 3 locally made guns were recovered from them. The troops also rescued a 12-year-old boy, Rabi Abubakar, who was kidnapped on the 21st of October 2019 by some bandits at Ruwan Sanyi village close to Liberia Forest in Kubao local government. In the course of rescuing the boy, 1 bandit was neutralized, 1 motorcycle belonging to the bandits was recovered, while 3 other bandits were believed to have escaped with gunshot wounds. Similarly, troops of 16 Brigade Garrison raided a suspected kidnappers' hideout at Isisiama village in Akuku Toru local government area of Rivers State. During the operation, troops arrested 1 suspect and recovered 3 pairs of military camouflage uniforms, 2 shells, Petroleum Development Corporation overall suits, 5 speedboats and 2 generating sets. The statement added that the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Yusuf Burutai, thanked all well-meaning Nigerians for their continued support and goodwill towards the officers and men of the Nigerian Army. It therefore urged all law-abiding citizens to go about their lawful businesses without fear of molestation and intimidation. You're watching the news on NTA International, reaching you live from Abuja. We shall take a short break now for some messages. Stay tuned for more reports after.
That channel where you watch just now don't waka, no panic.
Tell me no panic.
You go do it by yourself like ABC. Oh yeah, press the menu button on top your remote. Scroll up and down till you see Information Central. Then press OK.
Press OK.
Check the signal strength and quality. If the signal strength and quality pass 70, make you press the exit button, go back. Go advanced options, then choose installation, then go to reset and press OK.
Press OK. Wow, now you self fit catch all those channels wey be one miss road by yourself. Yes, make your group for no loss. You see as I do am, abi? And I see as I do am.
Go TV, live it, love it.
And I see as
Thanks for remaining with us. Now, Nigeria is set to join the global trend of manufacturing cars powered by electricity if plans by the National Automotive Design and Development Council go well. Director General of the Council, Jelani Aliu, unveiled the plan at this year's Commerce and Industry Correspondents Association of Nigeria conference in Abuja. Benny Adams reports.
Wheels powered by electricity have already hit the roads in Abuja and running. This by implication means Nigeria is not left behind in the global trend of putting ideas on wheels using electricity. To ensure sustainability, the National Automotive Design and Development Council, in collaboration with investors in the automotive industry, have identified Usmanu Danfodio University Sokoto, University of Nigeria Nsukka, and the University of Lagos as pilot institutions to provide technical support.
The pilot program that we're doing with the universities, we're also at the procurement stage for those vehicles to come in. So once that is done and we have gotten the necessary approvals, because we have to get that approval from the relevant authorities, we'll bring in these vehicles. But there are already companies in Nigeria who have proposals to assemble or build electric vehicles in the country.
By concentrating on exports drives, concentrating on skills development and acquisition.
As a way of setting agenda for government in exploring sustainable streams of revenue, the Commerce and Industry Correspondent Forum unveiled a compendium on industry, trade and investment, detailing ways of diversifying the nation's non-oil sector. In Abuja, Benny Adams, NTA News.
Experts have described the Nigeria wood industry as a potential mine for wealth creation and a sustainable employment sector for Nigeria. Stakeholders in the wood value chain are now advocating a sustainable roadmap for Nigeria's forest reserve. Ijeoma Stella Onna reports that government ministries, departments and agencies, wood experts, marketers and entrepreneurs in the entire value chain have been urged to participate actively in the Great Green Wall initiative of the federal government.
In the last decade, experts have cried out about rising global temperatures and the alteration of local climate conditions, which has led to disruption of farming season and spread of infectious diseases. Nigeria's 4% annual loss of forest is considered as the highest in the world, where forest loss alone is responsible for about 20% of greenhouse gas emissions.
Nigeria, with its substantial forest resources, are barely scratched the surface on the potential of the forest as a veritable source of national revenue.
Also, we look at it that there is need for us to develop bamboo. We cannot be talking of
wood experts and other relevant stakeholders are set to fight the scourge head-on through adoption of federal government's Great Green Wall initiative.
Some of us are in the business of planting trees. We have seen people who go and buy the wood and people who process it, who use furniture and other products from the wood.
We made the environment intact, and our generation should not be a negativity for the coming generation.
Trees, when properly utilized and given the best finishing, can be money spinner.
Now for stories that made headlines in the last 6 days, here is Adebola Brooklyn Sunday as our guide.
Hello there, it's another edition of Week in Review, and we begin with what many described as a fruitful meeting in Sochi, Russia, where President Muhammadu Buhari addressed the Russia-African Summit with a focus on exploring and expanding opportunities in security, trade and investment, science and technology, as well as gas production.
We look forward to embracing the new dawn of Africa-Russia partnership in general and the revitalized Nigeria-Russia relationship.
One of the take-homes is the agreement reached by Nigeria and Russia to put their highly beneficial relations not only to pursue the completion of abandoned and partially executed projects initiated by the two countries, but also starting new ones in critical economic sectors for the benefits of their people. And in the same week, the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo received the 2019 compliance reports on executive order.
So thank you very much and congratulations everyone.
Remember, we told you that President Muhammadu Buhari expressed delight with the World Bank's 2020 Doing Business Index, which ranked Nigeria 131 out of 190 countries, moving up 15 places from 146th position last year. The report, which was released Thursday, also named Nigeria as one of the 10 top most improved economies in the world. We also brought you a report on the federal government's handing over of the Abuja UN building to the authorities after it has been rebuilt and refurnished, a gesture the United Nations say is another demonstration of Nigeria's cooperation.
Thank you, Nigeria, for providing such a beautiful house for the UN's home here. So today's reopening of the UN House demonstrates our collective commitment to continue addressing the complex challenges facing Nigeria, West Africa and the whole world. And today we renew our pledge.
We also told you that the House Committee on Information, National Orientation, Ethics and Values and the Ministry of Information and Culture recommitted themselves to collaborating more towards effective, better improvement in information dissemination in the country.
This committee will oversight all agencies under its jurisdiction without any other witch hunting. The approach will also be a police patrol method, preventive in nature and not fire alarm, that is detective.
Even when the committee comes to do oversight, they're not coming there with purpose of punishing anybody. They are coming there with the purpose of listening to our complaints, and where we are not doing too well, let us know. Where we are doing well, encourage us.
And when it was time for agencies under the Ministry of Information and Culture to propose and defend their budgets, the Director General of the NTA, Yakubu Ibn Muhammad, explained how the management judiciously utilized the fund allocated to it in the past.
In addition to offices, the building has 4 large studios, and we used one of the studios to cover the 2019 NTA may be partially commercialized. But that fact does not blind us to our social responsibility. There are certain things that have to be paid for, but in the national interest, NTA does it for free.
Other heads of agencies also made their voices heard.
We're proposing 4,703,783,900.
It is unfortunate again that Radio Nigeria does not have a single channel that can reach each and every nook and cranny of this country. We rely heavily on the FM stations.
In yet another successful covert operation, the combined troops of 26 Task Force Brigade, 21 Special Armored Brigade and elements of Civilian Joint Task Force conducted a sting operation against some Boko Haram criminals hibernating around Polka General area of Gwaza local government area In Borno State, 2 of the arrested Boko Haram criminals have been on the Nigerian Army most wanted Boko Haram list, earlier published on serial 41 and 90. I am Adebola Brooks-Lynn Sunday. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Adebola. Some foreign news now. As a result of the California wildfires, millions of Californians face having their power cut as firefighters continue to battle a surge in wildfires in the state. Pacific Gas and Electric says it may have to turn off power in 36 counties amid forecasts of a historic. Says the state is experiencing critical fire weather. And with that, we conclude NTA International News at this time. Many thanks for watching. I am Dennis Adigunloye.